Oh my God, sit down. I will.
Sydney, you don't let him sing very much.
Make sure you leave that in, because I was hitting the high notes in that one.
Please stand clear of the beers. Por favor, manténganse alejada de la cerveza.
So while you wake.
Three Sheets to the Mouse is an adult-themed podcast.
Hey everybody, this is Whistling Disney, a couples podcast.
Three Sheets to the Mouse may contain language and subject matters that aren't suitable for smaller aviators.
And in true Southern fashion, we open up our homes to you, tell you to come on in, sit down, grab a drink.
Okay, let's review. That is F-bombs, earmuffs, get drunk, smoke 'em if you got 'em, and send nudes. Anything else? Oh yeah. Enjoy the show.
That little pig. This is more shit.
I know it sounds sordid, but you'll be rewarded when at last I am given my dues. And injustice deliciously squared, be treated.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 85 of Three Sheets to the Mouse. We're five average guys with a love for all things Disney. But joining me on this week's show, because the elders are away, are two guys and two girls who have all kinds of fantasies about Gaston. Trenton.
He does eat a lot of eggs.
He does. Brandt.
Isn't his neck like insanely large too? Like something about his neck, I don't know. Oops.
Sydney.
Oops, there goes my neck.
I'm just glad to be.
And you're happy to help the ball club?
Mm-hmm.
And my lovely wife, Andrea.
Howdy ho.
We're here to talk to you about Disney parks, Disney booze, and a little bit of debauchery in between. So sit back, relax, grab a pickleback, and enjoy the adult side of Disney with Three Sheets to the Mouse. So for that intro, I think Sydney is going to have to explain what a pickleback is.
The pickleback. It's like the best thing that was ever invented. And I found out from a girl probably like 8 years ago. I was trying to shoot Patron and I wanted to vomit, and she told me to try a pickleback. And now it's become a huge thing that people do with Jameson here, and our friends that own a bar can't keep pickle juice in stock. So it's just another little shot glass of pickle juice. So when you shoot your tequila or Jameson or whatever, you just chase it with pickleback.
And I guess like the acidity from the pickle juice just kind of cuts all the burn or even the taste, which to me I think is ridiculous, because I mean you should just drink Everclear in a pickleback and you'd have a better effect, right? You get drunk on less shots if you just want to kill the taste of it.
I'm dying to try it, but I have to work tomorrow.
She wants to try it.
I mean, I would try it. I bet it's good because it's the brininess from the pickle juice kind of opens up your palate, and that's what the salt from a tequila shot is supposed to do. It actually opens up your tongue, opens up your palate to receive the taste of tequila. We found that on the Disney cruise, on the Disney Magic, when we did the tequila tasting.
Prepares your tongue to receive. Yeah, totally.
Yep. Opens your tongue to receive. That's right.
Zing.
Sorry,
Thanks,
Mikey's not here. I gotta keep it going.
This is true. So, Sydney, what are you drinking tonight?
Tonight I am drinking what I'm always drinking, cheap white wine, and shooting tequila here and there.
We'll take a Whistling Disney pause just to make sure this is a true crossover episode. We'll shoot a shot of tequila here in a little bit once we kind of get digging this episode. So she'll drink some white tequila, some silver tequila as well.
So obviously the ladies get to go first. Andrea, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm drinking a really smooth, I don't know what this is, Rhone Valley Vineyard red wine. It's made in France. It is delicious. It's Pesquis.
Yeah, Pesquis.
It's the 2016 edition 1912M. It's very, very tasty.
It is good. I had some earlier. It's phenomenal.
I've never had the M edition, but I mean I know the M is probably
no, it's really good. It's from the Rhone Valley. It's a 70% Grenache and 30% Syrah. I love Syrah grapes. It's one of my favorite varietals of red wine.
Nice,
love Syrah.
Nice.
Trenton, do you have your pinky up? drinking your Miller Lite?
No, I still have some watermelon lemonade here.
There you go.
With the vodka in it.
Vodka?
So
I want to try that.
That sounds so good. Yeah, I want to try that too.
Wait, is the vodka watermelon or is it just watermelon?
It is. It's 3 olives watermelon with Crystal Light lemonade.
Okay, so I didn't know if it was.
Wow.
Really
I don't know if it was the original vodka and then watermelon lemonade added. But you said it, so it's watermelon vodka mixed into lemonade. Lemonade as the mixer.
Yep.
That's actually sounds pretty fucking refreshing.
It tastes just like the Taquiti Punch from Dawa Bar.
Really?
It's literally the exact same. Yeah.
Really? That's pretty cool. So wait, that's the one we got confused with the Himalayan Ghost?
Yes.
Yes, the Himalayan Ghost is not the same because it's got one other ingredient.
Guava.
I liked the other one better. The one from Thirsty River.
Which one was that?
That's the one with
That's
the guava.
the
That's the
Himalayan
Himalayan
Ghost.
That's Himalayan Ghost.
That one's
Okay.
better.
Yeah.
That one's sweeter.
Which is weird for me to like it, but I just thought it tasted better all around.
Brent, what are you drinking tonight?
So I've got, which I've posted on the BSEA podcast, Isaac Bowman Port Barrel Finished Bourbon. It is the biggest sleeper. Scott and I have talked about it on the BSEA podcast before, but I am a mega fan of this wine finished bourbons, the Groth Cask, Angel's Envy, all these amazing wines. But this Isaac Bowman is a sleeper. It's not big. It's not expensive. If you find it, do not pass it up. But it's a port barrel finished straight bourbon whiskey. It's probably a $40 bottle. It is fucking delicious. Amazing port finish.
Trent's a big fan of port finished whiskeys.
I am.
I'm not so much.
Sweeter the better.
Yeah?
I mean, we've talked about it on the show. I like them to an extent. Now, Andrea had some Glenmorangie Quinta Reuben. Wasn't much of a fan.
I can't. I'm not a big.
Yeah, you're not a big bourbon fan or whiskey fan.
I can't. Like, I liked it with this is sacrilege, but I guess with the water and the ice in it.
No,
Yeah,
hey,
she did a lot of ice.
but look, we always say drink it like you like it, right? So
Yeah.
look,
The best whiskey you drink is the whiskey you drink it the way you like it.
I mean, Sydney's not a big whiskey drinker, but she likes it in an old fashioned. So, the crazy thing is, I mean, once you get an appreciation for it, I mean, even now, she appreciates whiskey in an old fashioned. That's the way she likes it, but she still can appreciate the difference in one whiskey than another.
I'll take that Pappy 15 and put it in an old fashioned and not care. And people are like, I can't believe you would do that. Well, I paid for it and I'm gonna do it. Sorry.
I think Scott, come back to earth. Scott,
I do what I want.
Scott, come back to earth. Scott, come back to earth.
Part of me just died.
Part of a lot of people's gonna die when they hear that, but
I know, Scott. You can edit that if you need to edit that.
Yeah,
edit that out, but no. But I mean, I see what she's
so
saying.
I'll get judged by everybody.
No, but I see what she's.
Hey, at least it's not like a whole mandarin orange in there.
This is true.
Who did
This is
wait?
true.
Who did that? Who put a mandarin orange?
He who must not be named.
Oh, we just sound like the fucking aliens from Toy Story just now.
You did. It was like in unison.
Yeah, I think we had harmony, pitch, and everything on that. That was pretty good.
You absolutely did. It was right on.
I'm actually gonna have to save. So remember that was at 6 minutes and 55 seconds. We're gonna have to save that clip and then use it later on. We were just in harmony on that. But for real though, what Cindy's saying though, and I kind of get it, is you can taste the difference in good whiskey no matter how you arrange it. If you like drinking your whiskey on ice with water, you're still going to taste a difference in benchmark and blends.
And even in cocktails, you can taste the difference between a Rittenhouse Rye Old Fashioned, which I love and make all the time, versus a Blanton's Old Fashioned, which it's really good and really smooth. And there's a big difference. You can definitely taste the difference. So I don't fault you for making an Old Fashioned with blends at all. Speaking of whiskey, I'm drinking some Barrel Finish Select from Woodford Reserve. Now, they've been doing some amazing things with this. This is a double oaked whiskey. So what they do is they take it in one heavily charred oak cask, and it kind of filters out, and then goes into a second oaked whiskey cask, which is really smooth. It is amazing. Awesome whiskey, and like I said, there's a bunch of us in the BSEA that do like it. They have tried it. Definitely go out and get it. It's not expensive either.
That sounds awesome, man. I mean,
it's really good. It's really good. look, tonight we have some very special guests. 3 of you are on the show. Some of you are on the show for the first time. I think this is your first official 3 Sheets episode, not a special.
That's true. Yeah, I guess Cindy did it.
Yeah, the Victoria and Alberts was a quickie.
Yeah, this is your first numbered episode.
Yeah, I feel special.
And Andrew's back on the show since episode 34. No, 33. 33 was the last time you were on the show.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah.
We're gonna take a little bit of fantasy football and bring it to 3 Sheets of the Mouse, and we're gonna do a draft. But it's not just, I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna have this. We are going to create Whistling Disney's Ultimate Walt Disney World Resort and 3 Sheets to the Mouse Walt Disney World Resort. So Trenton, myself, and Andrea will draft for 3 Sheets to the Mouse. Obviously, Brandt and Sidney will draft for Whistling Disney, and we're going to have an Ultimate Disney World. And 3 Sheets is obviously going to win because we're the best.
Oh, come on now.
Hey, last time we talked shit, our team ended up losing, so I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Yeah, right. We did that. We did that this weekend with the Cliffords and the Gordons and the Nichols, and we kind of got mud on our face. But we honestly, I got to tell you, we played like we shit the bed. We did.
Well,
LSU
we're not going to
shit the
do
bed.
that today. So
the way this will work is Trenton and I will draft each a set of these items, and Brandt and Sidney will draft a set of these items, and we'll combine these to make our Ultimate Walt Disney World. So the requirements here are 2 resorts, 1 deluxe and 1 other, and then that'll be our resorts. The parks would have to have at least 2 e-ticket attractions, 1 dark ride, 2 flex spots, so 2 of anything else. It could be a flume ride, it could be a dark ride, it could be anything you want. You have to have 1 show, 1 meet and greet, 1 bar/lounge from a park, and 1 bar/lounge from a resort. 1 signature dining restaurant, 1 character buffet, 1 table service, and 1 quick service. 1 nighttime show, 1 signature cocktail that's going to be featured throughout your resort, and then 1 resort extra. So it's going to be something like mini golf or some boat rental or anything like that. And finally, you have to have a mode of transportation. Now, there's only 4 of us, which means someone's getting the death buckets. Who will it be? This is the kicker. This is like your kicker. You got to take one. You just don't want to end up with Justin Tucker. All right. So we flipped a coin earlier, and Whistling Disney won. They have deferred.
No, we didn't.
No, they actually.
We did not defer. We did not defer.
They chose to go first. So
picking first.
Whistling Disney. The order will be. It'll be Sydney first because obviously ladies first. Then Trenton will go for 3 Sheets. And then Brandt will go for Whistling Disney. And then the Farneys will go for 3 Sheets. And then we'll snake it back through and we'll do this all over again. So as you follow along, Trenton's going to put up a poll at the end of this. And we are going to have a winner. So it'll be 3 Sheets versus Whistling Disney. So without further ado, I give you...
With the first pick in the 2018... Whistling Disney versus 3 Sheets Fantasy Theme Park Draft. Sidney Bourque for Team Whistling Disney drafts.
I'll take the Poly.
It's expected.
Polynesian Resort, as expected, right?
Now,
Scott, are you writing them down?
Yeah, I'm writing
them down too.
So what you got to understand is when you draft a report with the resort, right? You get it's all encompassing. So we get the Luau show, we get Trader Sam's, we get Ohana, we get Kona, we get the whole shebang, Tamboo Lounge, everything.
All right, so with the first pick, you guys have taken the Poly. Obviously, you got to go with the deluxe resorts first because it's important. You got to get everything you need. So, Trenton, you're up.
I will be taking with Victoria and Alberts and Misners and Citricos. I think I'm going to take the Grand Floridian.
Not a bad pick. Absolutely not a bad pick.
Not a bad pick. We 3 Sheets has the only 5 diamond restaurant on property.
But you still got to be able to afford
the best wine
it.
Selection.
If you go there.
True.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll give you a discount.
If you're a normal guy like us, like most people on 3 Sheets, you're not going to be able to afford those restaurants. So just think.
Says the people that went
just
there
think
last
about that.
Says the person that's going in April to take her best friend.
All right, shut up. Just think about that, everyone. Whenever you're trying to pick a winner here.
There will be discount cards at the front door. All right, so Brandt, you're gonna follow up your first selection. What are you going with?
All right, right, so we're gonna go ahead and take the granddaddy of them all, e-ticket attraction, Flight of Passage, out the gate.
Ooh, excellent selection. That's a very good selection.
We didn't strategize for this, so we're literally just going for it.
No, it's good. You gotta have a good ride. But there's one thing you need, and you need a great view. And there's only one place that has the best view in all of Walt Disney World, and that's the Contemporary Resort in Bay Lake Tower. So not only does Three Sheets have the best resort in the Grand Floridian, because Andrea would say the best resort's probably the Grand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the Grand.
But we're also going to have the best bar, and that's Top of the World Lounge. We have Top of the World Lounge. We have the Wave. We have California Grill.
California Grill.
So, yeah, we're going with.
And we have walking distance to the Magic Kingdom.
Yes, we are the only park with walking distance to Magic Kingdom. So with the first round done, we go to the second round. So we're going to snake back. And so, Andrea, what do you want to take?
Let's see. No, I'll go with Illuminations. I think Illuminations is a good choice because, you're in Epcot, a lot of drinking.
With the first pick of the second round, Illuminations.
Well, you don't want to get stuck going to Rivers of Light.
I'm with you. I'm
definitely
with you.
not.
So in the nighttime show category, you got to have one. And what's the best one you can take that has alcohol all around you?
Yeah, I mean, you could literally walk the entire World Showcase or stumble through the entire World Showcase.
And everyone
There's
has a good
bathrooms
view.
along the way.
Y'all also already have Top of the World where you can see wishes from anyways. So
good point.
Hey,
good point.
don't give him any help, Sydney.
All right. So Brandt, your pick then.
My pick. I'm going to take a deluxe resort. I'm going to take the Wilderness Lodge property, which I believe it as. That's Wilderness Lodge, Copper Creek, Boulder Ridge, everything attached to that part of the property. Do you guys agree that is part of the property?
Sure.
That's fine. Yeah, Wilderness Lodge is a beautiful, beautiful resort. Always wanted to stay there. Never have yet.
Yeah, no, it does look gorgeous.
All right, Trenton. Keep this train rolling on them. Keep treating them like the Cleveland Browns.
Are we going like...
Who won
overtime?
Who won today? We're going to go into overtime and win.
I think I'm going to take Splash Mountain right here.
Splash Mountain's awesome.
Most complete ride in Disney. It's a dark ride, it's a water ride, it's a thrill ride.
It's a scary ride.
Yes. Especially when you try and crawl out of the boat on the way down.
Not my finest moment.
All right. So, Sydney, coming back to you.
I'm going to take Everest.
Oh, good one.
That's our e-ticket?
Yeah.
That's our e-ticket.
Well, is that still considered e-ticket?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. All right. So, with that round complete, Sydney, it's back to you. And you're still on the clock.
Help. You're not helping at all. I'm gonna take the Lion King show.
All right.
Oh, so you drafted a kicker.
No, that was a defense.
That was a defense.
There you go.
All right. So it's my turn now, and I'm kind of going off of our game plan a little bit, Scott. But I'm going to take our park bar, and I'm going to take La Cava.
Bitch. La Cava.
Yeah, that's like...
High five, Trenton. That is
Best
that is
one.
clutch. He just drafted Tom Brady in the 16th round.
Team 3 sheets.
No.
win.
A park bar. Come on.
Yeah, because you were real happy about me taking that. Huh?
All right. Well, look. Here's what I'm gonna do for my third round pick. I'm gonna take an other resort that I think is the biggest sleeper of other resorts of them all. And this
All-Star Movies.
This is Fort Wilderness. The cabins qualify as a moderate. I get Hoop-de-Doo. I get Crockett's Tavern. I get horseback riding. I got a beach. I got boat transportation to this resort. I mean,
No, not yet. Not yet. You still got to get your transport.
no. There's a boat that goes to.
Yeah, but you may not get the boats.
You might not get that transport though.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So count the boats out, whatever. So you're going to tell me you're going to draft boats and internal buses? You can't draft internal buses. I guess you can draft buses, but whatever. We'll fucking walk, because it's a beautiful fucking walk up to Fort Wilderness, which I already have. I mean, Wilderness Lodge, which I already have as well, by the way. So, yeah, Fort Wilderness is going to be my pick for an other resort.
Very rustic. Very rustic.
Hey, but the average man can buy a $27 a spot tent camping, or they can get a cabin, or whatever they want.
So, all right. So I think I'm going to stick with Brandt's idea, and I think I'm going to get our second resort here for Three Sheets Nation. I think this one is going to be. It's one of my favorite resorts before the renovations, but with this, we're not just getting some really good value rooms with not only regular standard studio rooms, but they also have 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom accommodations here. But we're also adding executive suites, and that is the Coronado Springs Resort and Hotel.
And the Rick's Lounge.
And the Rick's Lounge. And the Pepper Market. And the brand new on the waterfront restaurant. And the rooftop bar that will overlook our wonderful nighttime show illuminations.
And the pool there is clutch.
And the pool there is clutch. The dig site pool is beautiful. So we're going to go with Coronado.
Good call. I like it.
Yeah. All right.
So you get another one.
Yep. Back to you, babe.
Wait, hold on. What am I doing?
Whatever you want. It's totally your call.
And I'll confer with my teammate here and husband.
So with our next selection, we're going to do something...
We're going
something awesome.
Creepy / nice. Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do Haunted Mansion.
It's classic. It's Walt's.
All right, what category are you putting that in?
That's an e-ticket.
It's an e-ticket?
No, it's a dark
ride.
And it's dune
buggies.
buggies.
That's a dark ride.
It's dune buggies. Can't go wrong
you can't go wrong with dune buggies.
You can squeeze 2 people in there, sometimes 3, like we've done in the past with a small child, or if you're 2 small children as adults yourself.
Yeah.
And when the ride stops and you're laying back going down to the graveyard, you get to take a little nap.
Yeah, you're like relaxing.
If you get stopped right there, you can really take a nap.
It's got one of the best ride songs ever.
Grim Grinning Ghosts?
Yeah.
I agree with that. I'm not going to lie.
You kind of get that like mosh pit vibe when you're...
I'm not going to lie. You kind of pissed me off with that one.
Oh, that's what I wanted to take, my next pick, and he was like, no. And I'm like, okay, that's a classic Disney ride.
One of Walt's favorites.
All right, we're gonna take our first signature dining that we're gonna put into our resort, and it's gonna be Jico.
Motherfuckers!
Damn it!
I gotta try Jico.
Yeah, we gotta really go to Jico. We really do gotta go there.
It's really good, and I feel like it's kind of a sleeper. Like until you start talking to people that have been, you don't think like if you've never been to Disney and you're looking at restaurants, it's probably not a place you're gonna pick to go. Your first time to Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look, it is out of the way to get to, but it's worth it. Totally worth it. All right.
Yeah.
So Trenton.
Yes.
Save us here.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna go with another nighttime show. I'm gonna get Happily Ever After.
Nice one.
Yeah, baby. We got the best.
So
we got the best,
nighttime
nighttime
shows.
Where they're tremendous, they're phenomenal, they're the best.
Only the best for Team 3 Sheets.
That's right. Come to Three Sheets Disney World, where you don't have to watch Rivers of Light.
So awkward. The last time when we went, remember, with Tim and Adam and Ethan? Oh my god. We were all like, what is happening here?
It was
like, how long is this lotus blossom going to be like floating around?
It was an acid trip.
Well, now they're taking the live actors out of it too. Now it's literally just nothing.
I'm like, I can barely see this tiger in the water.
Yeah. The screens were terrible. All right. Enough about bad nighttime shows that Team Whistling Disney has to take. Sydney, you got a choice to make. What are you going with?
Okay, I'm going to take the Safari.
Yep.
There.
Good call.
Okay, and then I'm going to take Pirates as my dark ride.
Okay. I can respect that.
That was a kick in the balls to Scotty trying to act like he's not mad.
That was a kick in the balls.
I don't think Brandt has any left after Andrea took Haunted Mansion, so good luck kicking him there again.
Oh man, that sucks. I really like Pirates.
So for my next pick, I'm going to get it.
Wait, no, Sydney's got another
one. Oh, he does he? No, he doesn't.
No, I picked two. I took Safari as an e-ticket. I guess that counts as an e-ticket, right?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't hear you take Safari.
Yeah.
What?
She picked Safari. She picked Safari as an e-ticket.
Safari with her first pick.
With the fourth pick of the third round.
I have Everest for your first e-ticket.
Yeah, but okay.
Oh,
right. And
it snaked back to me. I picked Safari, and then it started going the other way, and I took Pirates.
She gets 2 e-tickets.
All right, I got you.
Well, since cost is no issue here, I'm gonna go ahead and take the minivans as my mode of transportation.
That's a good one.
Oh, nice.
Any other mode of transportation is better than a fucking Chevy Equinox.
Says the two people that Uber and Lyft everywhere in Disney.
Boom.
But Uber and Lyft is not a Disney-sanctioned transportation.
Yeah, you can't. That's not a
sanctioned by the Burks.
Brandt, you're up now.
Well, I'm going to take Frozen Ever After for my dark ride.
Meh.
Motherfucker.
I need a tequila shot.
Okay, so, we need some e-ticket attractions. And one of the best, I guess, new ones is Slinky Dog, and we're going to grab Slinky Dog.
We talked about that one, too.
Yeah,
it's fun,
it's
fun for the whole family.
It's a good pick. Fun for the whole family.
And if it can convert Trenton, it's a win.
It was fucking amazing. It's a great ride.
So we're going to take Slinky Dog for our e-ticket. Yeah, I know. I can't wait for that one. All right. Reversing back to us.
So I think the Farneys have reached a consensus.
And there's one thing we love more than anything else at Disney, and that's wine flights.
I mean, we're bougie as hell. So
yeah, we are.
Most of Three Sheets is bougie as hell. So
whether you like to admit it or not, you're bougie, okay? Admit it, you're a little bit bougie because you go to Disney World. But there's only one place to get really good wine flights.
And you can pretty much get anything that you want there. You can get wine flights. You can get
cocktails. They have cocktails there.
You can get snacks.
I know what they're doing.
We're going with Tutto Gusto.
Tutto Gusto Wine Bar.
Get some good snacks. Get some good wine. Get a good cocktail. You're in Epcot.
And let me tell you something.
That is not what I thought you were going to.
You were going to want it. You're going to want to have some Italian meat in your mouth there.
Parmesan
cheese.
Plus, it's a perfect date night too.
It is a great date night. That's where Andrea got drunk and then met Bob Chapek.
And then completely composed myself.
Yep.
And I was like a soldier.
Too bad we didn't kick him in the balls when we had the chance.
Oh, right? He's a robot. It wouldn't even have killed him.
He saves all the maintenance for himself. All right. Brandt, you're up.
So I'm going to take a quick service. I'm going to take Suli Cantuna.
The old Satuli. I'm going to do my extra out-of-park activity. I'm going to take the Void.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, you dirty dog.
Yeah, you did get dirty on that.
That's a good one. Even though you wouldn't have known about it if we wouldn't have told you about it.
I knew about the Void.
Did you?
That is splendid.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm kind of in the dark of what the Void is.
It's a virtual reality headset. Brandt, Sydney, and Trenton all did it on their last trip. How was that?
It was. I would argue that it's almost better than any ride in Disney.
And where do you do it?
Disney
experience-wise.
The only bad thing I can say about it is it was short.
Oh, it's short.
It was
short. I felt like it was maybe 10 minutes.
It's about 15 minutes long is the entire thing.
And it was so awesome.
It was awesome.
If there's lava in the experience, you're feeling heat on your face.
Really?
I mean, you can see your hands. Your gun is physical, but if you put your gun down, it shows your gun on the screen. You can help other people do stuff.
And there's a part where you walk across this bridge, and it's if you're scared of heights. I mean, I had Brandt in one hand, Trent in the other hand, and I was standing behind Stephanie trying to make it across this bridge. And I took my glasses up, and I was literally just standing in a room with 4 walls. But I was terrified.
But they had you were totally immersed.
And
it's as close as we're going to get to the holodeck.
They have a point where you see a lever to pull, and you literally reach out and grab this lever, and it is
really
insane.
Really cool. I want to
try
that. I didn't know what that was.
I think we're going to do it now.
I would do it.
Thank you all.
I would do it,
especially because they're changing it from Star Wars to Wreck-It Ralph.
You should do it before.
You want to do it before they change it.
Yeah.
But then there's also some Marvel stuff coming to that soon.
Yeah.
After Wreck-It Ralph.
That sounds
once
so
Star Wars
cool.
is done, it's done. So I would definitely check it out now.
All right, so we got the Void. Sydney, you're up with some. You got 2 picks back to back.
Okay, I'm gonna take Port of Orleans Riverside. I guess those are split up, right?
Yes.
Yes, those are split up.
Okay, I'm gonna take Riverside so I can get Yeehaw Bob because I really like him. And then I think I'm gonna take Hangar Bar. Is Hangar Bar a park or resort bar?
That's a resort bar. Because Springs is kind of like a resort area. All right. So that's not an in-park bar.
And we're taking one of those in one park, right?
Yeah. Trenton, you're up.
I'm gonna take. I guess I'll take a Springs bar. I'm gonna take Raglan Road.
That's a good one, Trenton.
Great choice.
Great choice. Brent, you're up.
So for my, I think I'm going to draft an extra. You're talking about like spas, mini golf.
Yep.
You know, whatever. I'm going to go ahead and take. You may buck me on this, but I'm going to take Grand One Yacht.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it technically leaves from Grand Floridian, but it's not a part of Grand Floridian.
No, it's an extra. We'll count that. So you can have the Grand One. That's cool. So I think I'm gonna finally I'm gonna crack some dining here. All right, I'm gonna go with the table service. And if we've got La Cava, once you're done drinking tequila, you need to go across the street and go over to Hacienda.
Absolutely.
And you need to get some Mexican food at Hacienda San Jaime.
Fantastic.
Oh, it's amazing. And you can get really good margaritas there too. So you can just continue tequila right across the street. So we're going to go with Hacienda for our table service.
All right, so since 3 Sheets needs some mode of transportation at our parks,
We already have the best one, which is the minivans.
I'm thinking that we need to go monorail.
Yep.
Because you can do
You can get the monorail crawl.
like a whole bar crawl on the monorail. You can easily transport to a bunch of places.
And they're about to renovate it.
I mean, you could always spray some Lysol while you're traveling in there and get rid of the smell. But it's very convenient. It's very quick. You're not waiting too often. You're not waiting too long for the buses.
And they have built-in stripper poles.
They got a built-in stripper pole, for sure. So, if your night gets a little crazy and you feel like wearing a Jasmine costume, it's an option.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're going to go with the monorail. We have the monorails and minivans.
You just fucked up Brandt's whole plan. Look at his face. He's so mad. Headphones.
No, he
half
didn't
on his
listen
head.
to me. That's why he's mad.
All right. So Brandt.
All right, well,
Brandt's draft is quickly going awry.
The wife has spoken. We're going to just go ahead and take the buses.
We didn't really have to take that right now.
You just told me to take the
Gross.
buses.
No, you didn't.
All right.
Those are theirs.
Well, if Brandt's going to have the buses, I guess I'm going to take Tiffin's.
Boom. Sydney, you're up.
I'm going to take Brown Derby.
Ooh, that's a good one.
The lounge or the restaurant?
All right, so that's your brown derby is going to be signature dining. All right, that's
So
nice.
good.
It is really good. That Cobb salad's the best.
That Cobb salad is to die for.
It is to die for. Okay, so you get your next pick.
All right, and I'm going to take Dawa Bar.
Ooh,
Good
good
call.
call.
We all also like all the same things. So when people go to vote on this, people, we all agree on the same things that are great.
Except Frozen,
Right.
except the Frozen ride.
What? Yeah, that's a heated discussion, but
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and take my regular table service, and I'm going to take 50's Primetime Cafe.
fucking
Oh, snap.
asshole. That was done on purpose. He
Yeah,
literally
dinner
was
and a
like,
show over
he
here.
literally goes, take 50s. I'm like, nobody's gonna pick 50s. You just did that to be a dick.
Got scenery, we got a show, you got dinner, all wrapped into one.
It's comfort food. Who doesn't want
It
that?
is good food. I will agree with
They
that.
serve Highlight.
Gives you a good base for when you're out drinking for the rest of the
Yeah,
night.
it does. It fills you up. Let me tell you
And it's a
something.
decent place to eat in Hollywood Studios where there's nothing else to eat.
That pot roast is clutch. And your salmon was pretty good. The chicken pot pie is amazing.
Sydney, I love you very much. I want you
I'm
to remember
really
that.
thinking about dropping out of this draft at this point.
Hey, Sydney, you're welcome to come to Three Sheets Park.
No.
Brandt, redeem your team.
All right, I'm going to take my my second e-ticket. which is going to be Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Ooh, nice.
That was gonna be my next one if you didn't take it.
But I'm gonna go with a wild card here. So this is a flex spot. We need a ride that you can ride over and over again and not get the same thing, and that is Star Tours.
Oh,
the adventure
favorite.
continues.
My favorite.
It's amazing. She's not even a Star Wars fan, and she loves that ride.
It's not that I'm not a Star Wars fan. It's just that I never really watched the movies. That is like one of my favorite rides in all of Disney.
And you're not even a Star Wars fan.
Well, it's only because I've never really watched the movies, but I do love that ride.
Star Tours is amazing. All right, so we got another wraparound. What do you want to take? With this next pick, you know, one of our things is you have to either have a character meal or a buffet meal, one of the two. And this is we'll all four agree this is the best buffet on property, and we're going to take...
Absolutely. We're going to go with Boma, because you can get all kinds of,
adventurous
different
food,
ethnic tasting food. You can get mild tasting food. You can try new things.
Mm-hmm.
It's all fantastic. Great atmosphere.
And it's 4/5 of the
and
host.
pretty affordable too. I recall.
It's not expensive, and it's 4/5 of the Sheeters host said if we could eat one place for the rest of our Disney trips, it would be Boma.
It was great. I loved it.
All right, so Brandt.
Well, I mean, if you're thinking about where you want to go for a character dining or a buffet, I mean, you think about the most exclusive property or space on property in all of Disney World. I mean, 4 parks, water parks, resorts, wherever. I mean, you're not going to go anywhere else that's going to be this exclusive, and that's in the castle at Cinderella's Royal Table. I mean, you can't get any more exclusive than that. So, for my character, I'm going Cinderella's Royal Table.
Well, before they all get taken, I'm going to take Tusker House.
Your character?
Yep, that's my character / buffet.
Okay, Sydney.
So the wild cards are just anything, or it's rides?
Rides. Any rides.
Any
2 rides. Or attractions.
All right, I'm going to go against everything just because I need people's votes, and I'm going to pick the signature cocktail as the Lapu Lapu.
Okay. Well, Sean Clifford's not going to vote for you.
It's okay.
Whatever. That is a really good choice.
I said, we're going to vote. We're going to take this. And he was like, we already own it. I'm like, Scott just said we don't own the...
Yeah, you don't own that yet. All right, so real quick, let's do a rundown. We're about 10 rounds in. So, Sydney, let's go through what you got.
Okay, what I have... All right, so for my hotels, I have the Poly and Riverside. Mm-hmm. My e-tickets are Everest and Safari. My dark ride is Pirates. I don't have any wild cards yet. My show is The Lion King. I don't have a meet and greet. My resort bar is the Hangar Bar, and my park bar is the Dawa Bar. My signature restaurant is Brown Derby. Don't have character, table, or quick yet. Cocktails, Lapu Lapu, and that's all I have so far.
Okay, Brandt, what about you?
So I've got my hotel is Wilderness Lodge, and then Fort Wilderness is my other campground. I've got Flight of Passage as a e-ticket and Mine Train. I've also got Frozen as my dark ride. No wild card show, meet and greet bar. Signature restaurants Gico. Character is Cinderella's Royal Table. I've got the Grand One Yacht as my extra, and Sully Cantina as my quick service. And transportation is buses.
All right. Trent, what about you?
I didn't write my own down because you were doing it for me.
I am doing it for you. So Trenton has the Grand for his deluxe resort. We still have to fill out that other resort. He's got Splash Mountain for his e-ticket. His bars are La Cava and Raglan Road. His signature dining is Tiffin's. His character dining is Tusker's. His table service is the ever-controversial 50s Primetime Cafe. His nighttime show is Happily Ever After. And he can transport you around with the minivans. And for his extra, he's got the Void. For the Farney side of this, in Three Sheets Nation, we have the Contemporary Resort, the Coronado Springs Resort. Slinky Dog is one of our 2 e-ticket attractions. Haunted Mansion is our dark ride. Star Tours is a wild card. Tutto Gusto is our bar, our park bar. We still have yet to pick a resort bar. Our character dining / buffet is Boma. Table service is Hacienda. We're going to have a nighttime show of illumination, and we're going to transport you around with the monorail. So, Sydney, let's get started with round 11.
I'm going to go with, as my character dining, I'm going to go with Be Our Guest, because it's the only place in the park you can meet the Beast.
Ugh.
The menu's been changed.
There's a new menu?
We have friends that ate there and said it was amazing.
How was your pork there, Trenton?
Raw.
Oh, it was raw?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
What?
Trenton's pork being raw. I'm just asking for that to be edited out of the show.
Why?
Oh, no, it was raw.
Oh, yeah, but they've redone the menu. And also, if you want to meet the Beast, it's the only place you're doing it. So, if you want to see inside the castle, you got to go there.
I do have to say my salmon was pretty good there.
So look, if there's over 1,000 cheaters out there, I'm gonna say that 900 of those cheaters love Beauty and the Beast. I mean, you're not gonna see the Beast anywhere else on property. Period.
Then pick that as your meet and greet. Don't waste your entire character meeting.
Well, I mean, that's the character.
You can only meet him if you eat there.
Yeah, exactly. You can't meet and greet.
So Trent, you're up.
I guess I'm gonna go with my other resort. I'm gonna go ahead and pick French Quarter.
Oh man, too bad you got the lesser of the 2 New Orleans resorts. All right, I'm taking Space Mountain as a wild card.
Space Mountain is a wild card. For Brandt, yeah. Space, all right, cool. You can get your.
So, if you guys have kidney stones, go to the Whistling Disney Park.
Do you? If for your extra,
we're not huge fans of it, but it's pretty iconic. So
wait, you're not? I mean, you don't like nostalgia or anything?
No, I like
Disney?
nostalgia, but I also like my back in place.
Oh, some people will. I just don't.
Well, I mean, it's traditionally one of the longest waits for a reason. I mean, it's not because it sucks, right? I mean, it's because a lot of people like to go to it, right?
No, I mean, Trent, it does hurt, but.
You better hope that your wife picks the spa for her extra because you're going to need a massage after that ride.
If we can clock wait times, we'd probably win just on that ride, probably. And Flight of Passage, too. I mean, if we just clocked wait times.
Babe, pump the brakes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Pump the brakes.
We still need our extra. And there's one extra
we have a good one.
we have a great extra here. We're going to drop a little bomb here. So what is our extra at our resort going to be?
So, I mean, what does every park need? Every park needs something with a little bit of an element of exclusivity, bouginess, something that's going to attract celebrities and people that have a lot of money to spend in the parks, so that we could use that money.
I already call a rebuttal because I know what it's going to be. So
use that money to invest in other things in our park, and that's going to be Club 33.
We're going with Club 33.
I don't think that's fair.
Not fair.
Why?
Because it's invitation only.
No, anyone can sign up for it. You just gotta wait your turn.
No, you have to be invited.
It's invitation only. It's invitation only for acceptance. Not valid.
When it's opening here now, it is
we do
because
have
it was invitation only to Golden Oak, not the whole time.
Yeah, but we can invite you.
It doesn't matter.
Wait,
it doesn't matter how much.
Don't make the fucking rules.
It doesn't matter how much money you have. You cannot do it. You can't do it.
Yes, you can.
No, it's invitation only.
Trenton, if you won $1 million tomorrow, you cannot go into Club 33. I'm sorry, you can't. I'm sorry, you cannot do it. If you won the lottery, if you won $500 million, if you won $500 million tomorrow, you cannot go into Club 33. I'm sorry.
Actually, no, he could.
No, he cannot.
Here's how you do it. If you won $500 million tomorrow, Trenton, you buy a house in Golden Oak, and you can receive an application for Club 33.
Yeah, okay, but still, it's not. You have to get an invitation, so I don't think it's fair. So everybody in your park has to live in Golden Oaks, which means they therefore no longer need to stay in your resorts.
If no one in 3 sheets has ever done it, it doesn't fucking count.
No, he just said if he wins the lottery tomorrow, he buys a house in Golden Oaks and he gets an invitation. Okay, then therefore they don't need any of their resorts that they have because now everybody lives in Golden Oaks.
Yeah, right. So
I'm with Brent. I don't think it's a fair call.
I'm as a hard fucking.
But it's not our show, so we'll back off if y'all want to let it go through.
All right, well, you're gonna wait far, far beyond this podcast coming out, so you can pick it, and it's just a wasted vote.
Okay. Well, look, That's what we're going with. We're going to go with Club 33.
All right. Make sure all shooters know by next Friday you're not in Club 33.
Yeah,
Just letting you know. Just letting you know. Next Friday you're not in Club 33.
If you pick your park, you get to go into Club 33 for free, but in reality, you can't even get in it. So.
All right. So with our next pick, we do need a signature cocktail. We're going to steal the Nautilus from Trader Sam's because that was right up there with the hashtag Not My Drink campaign that Sean Clifford was starting. Brandt, you're up. Take that Rivers of Light nighttime show.
All right, Frozen.
That guy that's actually
Frozen sing along with the guy that's actually good.
the guy that everybody goes to see.
Everybody goes to see.
the one you get the good
When you get, I'm talking about Frozen sing along when you get the good guy as Kristoff.
So that's your show. It's Frozen sing along. Well, Sydney, it is better than the Little Mermaid show.
Okay, the Little Mermaid show is a great spot to cool off.
I'm going to take Toy Story Mania.
Okay, so Sydney, you're up with. You got 2 picks. You got some wild cards and some meet and greets, some table and quick service to go through.
Yeah, I know, but I'm still stressed out about keeping him calmed down right now.
Frank the Tank.
He's
Frank
ready to
the
fucking
Tank.
fight people. All right, so I do need a table service because someone picked mine.
Yeah. That, by the way, that was the best steal pick ever.
But really, like, most people think it's a shitty restaurant. That's why I even told Brandon, I'm like, I don't know that we should pick that because most people don't like it.
See, I liked
but it's
it.
my favorite.
I liked 50s. And the show is fun.
Better than sci-fi. People love sci-fi.
I love sci-fi.
I do love sci-fi, though.
Because Trenton said France is the best pavilion, I'm going to go ahead and take Chefs de France.
That's a
as my
good
table
one.
service.
No, that is a good one.
Or is that a
Great
signature?
fucking
I don't
service.
even
No,
know.
Chef's
with you
is a
guys.
table service.
No, Monsieur Paul's
Yeah.
the signature.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that restaurant a lot.
It's fucking good.
All right, Sydney.
That's a really good steak there too.
Their duck is really good.
Fantastic duck. Keep on talking about.
It's me again.
Keep on talking about how great Chefs of France is.
Chefs of France is fucking good.
I think I'm going to go with my wild card, Big Thunder Mountain.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
All right, Trenton.
I'm going to take my signature cocktail and take the Grand Marnier slush.
That's a really good
Damn.
one, Trenton. Really good one.
Excellent. Wait, that's a steal. That is a steal. Brandt, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Thirsty River for a park bar.
Okay.
Not that a lot of people know what that is. That's the only...
We need another e-ticket attraction. We've kind of saved these for the last, but I think we're gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go with Rock and Roller Coaster because I love that ride.
That's a good one. We were going to take that from Trenton.
I wasn't going to pick it because I feel like a lot of people don't like it, but...
So, in terms of any ride, just in general,
Our second wild card.
something relaxing, something that you don't need to like wait on a long line for, something that just gives you a sense of calm, and also gives you some educational background. Living with the Land, from with Living with the Land, get to learn about all kinds of crops that they grow and engineering, and it's relaxing.
Yeah, I love that ride. I like that. I love Living with Land, and who doesn't love that farmhouse?
The rainstorm, the prairie, I love all of it.
Mm-hmm. Hanging melons. You gotta love hanging melons.
The lettuce, everything. I love it all.
9-pound lemons.
Look,
No,
I love
basil.
I love this. I love the theme of thinking about chilling, hanging back, educational rides that are just excellent to be a part of and like encapsulate yourself in these rides. And I mean, that Living in the Land is a good one. It really is. But
It's the best ride to throw up on.
if you want to think about,
You didn't throw up on the ride.
you didn't throw up.
You threw up on the
you
tour.
threw up on the tour.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Stephanie threw up on the ride.
But if you want to think about the best ride that's educational and all-encompassing and everything that you could possibly want, I mean, it's
Everything that Walt wanted.
everything that Walt wanted throughout all of history would be Spaceship Earth.
Oh.
So we're gonna wild card Spaceship
Good
Earth.
one.
Damn.
Oh, how did we not think of that?
I'm going to go with my show next, and I'm going to pick the Carousel of Progress.
That's a show?
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
what now?
You sit in a chair.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Carousel of Progress.
Speaking of
First
Walt.
show.
Air condition. That's a good one. It's like a good 25 minutes of air conditioning.
Oh, I know.
Oh, it's a nap for sure.
It is a nap. We've actually
Now that we don't have
done
Ellen's energy adventure.
Yeah, I miss Ellen's nap. Sydney, you got 2 picks here.
Okay, I'm gonna take Dining with an Imagineer as my extra.
I looked at that one too. So
Good one. You can dine with Bob Lassiter.
Bob Lassiter.
Okay, so as we wrap up or we finish up that round, I think this is a perfect time for a Whistling Disney tequila shot break. So, Brandt, Sidney, woohoo! Cheers.
Ugh.
So, Sidney, you're up again as we finish off. There's not much left. You have a wild card, a meet and greet, a quick service, a nighttime show, and your mode of transport.
All right, I think I'm going to go with my wild card. I'm going to take Soarin'.
Oh, that's a good one. I was hoping that would stick around. I really hope that would stick around.
That went extremely late in this draft.
Well, look, we've talked about it on 3 Sheets a lot, and Soarin' Around the World just doesn't have the draw for me as Soarin' over California.
It's polarizing because of the way that Brandt, you guys know we always ask for that middle row on purpose
because it's badly
we don't
done.
want to see that.
Yeah.
I mean, look,
I mean, when you think about the ride as a whole, no matter where you sit, it's still the same. Look, it's the same ride, and it's not the same experience.
Yeah, I mean, even back in the day, there was still bending of like the Golden Gate Bridge. When they had the Golden Gate Bridge, it was still bent on the sides, but it wasn't as bad. It wasn't the focal point of it because you're looking at the entire scene as a whole. You're looking at the San Francisco Bay, and that scene is like 15 seconds. It's really quick.
And I also think that when Flight of Passage came around, it kind of like just went up Soarin', and people just kind of forgot that Soarin' existed.
Yeah, no.
From what
totally.
I've gathered from when I talk to people, Flight of Passage is like Soarin' on steroids. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to go with my next e-ticket is the Tower of Terror.
You won't even ride it! I was waiting on you to pick this so I could
it.
give you so much shit for it.
People love it. I didn't say I was going to ride it.
Everyone vote for Trenton's pick that he won't even do himself. That's great.
I'm not building the park for myself. I'm building the park for everybody else.
This is why we strategize, because I wanted...
You and Bob Lassiter.
This would, for me, this would be an e-ticket attraction. You guys know I love Tower of Terror. And we kind of strategized and made sure that we got this one. So, boom, Trenton.
No, we talked back and forth. We were going to pick it earlier, but I still think it's one of those rides that only has 20-minute waits now, so we didn't pick it.
Brandt, you're up.
So first meet and greet. King Louie and Baloo in Animal Kingdom.
Good one. Good one. Okay, so we need some signature dining. One of my favorite, I guess, upscale date nights. My favorite thing to do for a date night is because when I think date night, I think steakhouse. And to grab a nice steak is what I love to do. I'm going Yachtsman Steakhouse. And look, let me tell you something.
For your signature?
For my signature. Mm-hmm. If it's good enough for Mariah Carey, you know it's got to be pretty damn good. For my meet and greet, I struggled. Do I want to meet someone rare and exclusive? Or do I want to give something back to the ladies? And look, I'm going to give something back to the ladies here. My meet and greet's going to be Gaston. Because, let me tell you something. Trenton met Gaston.
That's a good one.
Trenton met Gaston. But there's no record of it because he's blocked by view.
His bicep's right in front of my face.
Yep.
That's a good one. I like that.
So I picked a lounge for my park, but my resort lounge is the Victoria Falls Lounge at Animal Kingdom Lodge. It is
very nice.
Clutch as shit. It's like an in-between two levels lodge. It's got an overview of Boma. I mean, for inside of a resort, you don't get a much better view for a lounge.
Yeah, totally. That was a good one. All right.
I'm going to go with my dark ride, and it's going to be the
Ooh.
Is that considered a dark ride? No, I'm fucking with y'all.
I think
it goes in the dark.
It is.
I think so.
It actually.
It's fucking dark as shit.
3 Sheets adult tip. It gets pitch black in there at one point.
I'm gonna go with my meet and greet. I'm gonna do the character spot at Epcot.
Oh, solid. You get like 5.
Right. Yeah, the whole little building. I'm gonna take all of those. I think I gotta take Flame Tree Barbecue.
Oh.
What?
I mean, my ribs were dry and anorexic. But again, you
only time you had it, or
no? I've had it twice, and it was good many, many years ago. And then it I guess it got popular, like Le Cellier. It got popular, and then it got shitty. And I haven't been back in 3 years, so maybe I do need to give it another shot. But.
And I guess I'm with you. We've only tried Casey's once, and it was bad. So I would try it again. We tried Flame Tree in September, and it was really good.
Okay, so maybe it got better.
We only had both of them once, so it's hit or miss. I think sometimes. So I don't know. I'd try Casey's again. So you have to try Flame Tree again.
Look, Flame Tree was the most popular quick service for a long time, just as Le Cellier was the most popular table service. And then Disney said, "Oh, we got to cash in on that, and we gotta do this," and then they fuck it up. All right, Trenton, you're up.
All right. Well, I guess if I had to go with a meet and greet, I'm going to do the new Mike and Sully meet and greet, where One Man's Dream is.
I like that. Mike and Sully are fun. He's got long arms. I wonder how he does those arms. I think he must have like sticks at the end of it where he does like the.
I bet you it's those things.
The grabbers.
Like they have the. Yeah.
Brandt, you're up. Table service, nighttime, and signature cocktail.
I'm going to take the Kungaloosh as my signature cocktail.
Damn.
That's a beer.
That's a cocktail. Beer. A drink, signature drink. That works.
Okay.
That works. But damn.
That's a good one if we call it a drink.
Yeah, no, that works. It's fine. And that is a damn good beer. Best beer on property, I'll tell you that.
I'm about to say, best beer on property. It is
the best beer on property.
If anybody wants to get on Brandt's level, y'all probably need to do another tequila shot. No, you don't.
Well, you poured me one, so how can I not do it?
Some back-to-back picks here. I need a quick service. And being in the Northeast, it's Halloween time. One of my favorite things to do in the Northeast in Halloween time is go to Sleepy Hollow. So I'm going to Sleepy Hollow Refreshments because not only do they have a chicken and waffle sandwich, which is amazing, they have Nutella waffle sandwich, but they also have hand-dipped corn dogs. So I'm going Sleepy Hollow Refreshments for my quick service. Funnel cake with ice cream on it. Figure it out. With the resort bars, look, I co-host a whiskey podcast with an awesome dude, and one of probably the best whiskey menu across Walt Disney World is over at the Polite Pig.
That's exactly where I thought you
They've got almost every bourbon you can imagine, up to Pappy 23.
Dude.
Pappy 21.
Dude, I'm going to tell you, I can't fault you for that because I've tried I live in Louisiana, if you don't know, and I mean, some of the most rarest whiskeys we have, they just have as casual on the cocktail menu.
Which means they don't get like one bottle, they get like multiple bottles, so they have it in the.
Yeah, I mean, Elmer T. Lee, Rock Hill Farms, Weller 12, like whatever you want. It is just chilling on the. So look, Cindy and I have been there before. We've been to Polite Pig, hadn't had a single bite to eat, but drank our ass off. And I want to say honestly, Trenton, we went to Whistling Pig and pre-gamed before we met y'all at Raglan Road, or at Jock Lindsay's, one of the other. Yeah. We pre-gamed before we met y'all. There. It's a great bar to hang out, but Scott, I agree, whiskey hands down. One of the best
does. Like if you're a bourbon fan, that's really the one place to go. That's where you got to go. All right, so Brandt.
So for my table service, I'm actually going to double dip. So for my table service, I'm going to go with Garden Grill over in Epcot because you're going to get a great table service.
You're going to triple dip because you're going to get table service and Living with the Land.
And character service. And I'm also going to be able to overlook Living with the Land. And I'm also going to get unlimited all-you-can-eat menu. So for this deal, in the second to last round, you get all-you-can-eat menu for one price. You get Chip and Dale. You get Living with the Land. You get a rotating restaurant. I mean, it's just a sensory overload of dining right here that I got in like the 11th hour.
That's a good choice, Brandt, because my quick service is going to be Sunshine Seasons.
Oh, I like that.
That's a really good quick service.
Oh yeah,
it's the only one that's good in Epcot.
Is that where they have the $20 canned beers, or is that?
Yes, the one's like the $7 canned beers, but you can get Asian food, you can get sandwiches, you can get
and yet
whatever
weirdly
you want
enough,
there.
When you walk into the land, it smells like pepperoni pizza.
Okay, I'm going to take the only nighttime show where you can see Mickey, and I'm going to take Fantasmic.
It's not the worst nighttime show.
But it is the only one you can see Mickey Mouse at. I mean, let's be honest.
No, you can. That's true.
I mean, because if you're going to Disney and you don't see Mickey, here's the last chance you got to see Mickey.
No, it's true. I don't hate Fantasmic.
It's just better at Disneyland.
Yeah, it is better at Disneyland. That I can promise you. I just wish, I wish you didn't have to plan so far in advance and have to line up for that. I do love Fantasmic. I just the waiting around for it is.
There's certain places you can go and you can get a Fantasmic dining.
Yeah, but then you got a shitty
like the Brown Derby.
You're all the way in the corner.
Yeah, but Brown Derby. I mean, we have that. You can go to Brown Derby.
We'll give you a coupon.
Maybe 50s. I don't know. Trenton maybe have that. But I mean, there's places you can go and you can get this.
So for my transportation, does it have to? It has to be Disney transportation.
Has to be Disney sponsored transportation.
Yeah.
Okay, so what if I say boats, but they don't necessarily go everywhere? That doesn't work, right?
No,
and I can't
it
say
does.
Uber.
You will make your resort.
You got friendship. You got friendship boats. Yeah. You got boats in.
I just don't want to pick the death buckets.
Yeah, you got boats in
Which
Seven Seas
also
Lagoon.
will probably be great, but they also don't transport you everywhere either.
But you got boats in Seven Seas Lagoon. You got boats in.
Your resort will cater to your transportation. So the only method of transportation is by boat. So your resort will be a series of canals.
Okay, then boats is. I prefer that.
Boats and hose.
So not that there's too much great stuff left, but there's one glaring e-tick, and I guess I'll take Test Track.
That's a good one. We went back and forth with that.
Dude, I do love Test
Make sure
Track.
you skip the design phase of that.
Yeah,
I love the design phase of that. I love making my own car.
Well, you can still do it. Go in the exit and design your car.
Dude,
and then
honestly, that's my biggest tip for that.
Design it.
My biggest tip is go to the exit, because what we have to do for that is we have to split that up until now. Finally, thank God, Ethan can ride that. But we had to split that up for a while. So while Andrew was waiting online, I would take Ethan to the exit and take all the time in the world to design your car. It's a lot of fun. I love accessories.
I'm next, and all I have left is Nighttime Spectacular. Even up until the sheet up at 8:30 in Hollywood Studios, you could watch the fucking Star Wars Galactic Spectacular, the best nighttime show for any adult in Disney World. In the 16th round, at the bottom of the 9th, with overtime, no minutes left to score, you can go ahead and get this fireworks show, projection show, and Star Wars. Boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom.
No,
boom.
we.
It was already written on our paper. We wrote it on our paper, but we decided if we were going to get the two best ones, we figured you guys would go earlier, so we got the two best ones while we could. But it was on our paper.
Wait, so you don't think Star Wars is one of the better fireworks shows? Star Wars?
No, Illuminations and Happily Ever After are the best two.
Okay, cool.
Illumination's the best.
Hey, let's leave it up to the cheaters, but good job. Hey, way to go.
Well, look, there's a reason.
You guys pooped your pants in the bottom of the 9th. Good job.
Look, Trenton and I, when we game planned earlier, we definitely said Star Wars, it would be a pick that we need to do if either Illuminations or Happily Ever After is gone, and at least no one's got. At least I will say this: at least no one's got Rivers of Light.
No one's got Rivers.
I'm sorry, Joe Rody. It sucks. All right, with the final pick, I need a show. Well, it's obvious for everyone else, and so I'm going to do this for the cheaters, and I'm going to do it for Adam because he loves the show. I've never seen it. I mean, I've never seen it live. I've seen it on video, and I know Adam loves it and he raves about it. Finding Nemo the musical.
Yeah.
Trenton loves it.
It's a worthwhile last.
Everybody
pick.
loves it.
Absolutely last. Absolutely last of everything. Last pick.
If you don't mind the unitards, it's okay. So, all right.
Oh, I mean that's.
Yeah. As we wrap this up, we've had a blast tonight. It's been a lot of fun. It's
been a blur and a blast.
It's gotten heated. It's gotten heated, but ultimately we have created 2 awesome Disney worlds here. So I'll defer to Sydney on this. Sydney, give us the Whistling Disney Walt Disney World.
Okay, so for our park, we've got our hotels are the Poly and the Wilderness Lodge, which include Copper Creek and Boulder Ridge. We've got Riverside, which includes Yeehaw Bob, and Fort Wilderness, which includes the Hoop-de-Doo Review, the cabins, and everything else.
Crockett's Tavern.
Yeah, all of that.
And a place to pitch your tent.
Yeah, if you want to pitch your tent, you can pitch your tent. we like people like that. Our e-tickets are Everest, the Safari, Flight of Passage, and Mine Train. Our dark rides are the Pirates of the Caribbean and Frozen. Our wild cards are Big Thunder, Soarin', Space Mountain, and Spaceship Earth. Our shows are The Lion King and the Frozen Sing-Along with the good guy performing. Our meet and greets are Epcot Character Spot and
King Louie and Baloo.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't even read my own handwriting. King Louie and Baloo. Our bars or Hangar Bar, Dawa Bar, Thirsty River, and Victoria Falls. Our signature restaurants are Jico and Brown Derby. Our character dining is Be Our Guest, the only place you can meet the Beast. And Cinderella's Royal Table, the only place you can eat in the castle. I feel like Stephanie Weisenhunt trying to read the fucking menu drunk. Don't tell
me that tequila shot hasn't helped.
I'm on my third
tequila shot. I would say the tequila shot.
Okay. Table services are Chef de France and
Garden Grill.
Yeah, Garden Grill. Thank you. Why am I saying this if you know this already?
Because I don't want to talk so much.
All right, keep going.
Our quick services are Flame Tree Barbecue and Sully Canteen. Signature cocktails are the Lab 2, which won 3-Sheet Nation vote. So if you don't vote for us, I really don't think you're actually a true 3-sheeter. And the Kungaloosh, which isn't a cocktail, but Brent picked it. Our extra is Dining with Imagineers and the Grand One Yacht. Our transportation is boats and the buses. And our nighttime shows are Fantasmic and Star Wars.
Yep.
And I think
that's it. All right. So over on the 3-sheet side, for our resorts, we have the Grand Floridian Resort and Spa, the Contemporary, along with Bay Lake Tower, and Top of the World Lounge. We have the French Quarter side of the Port Orleans, along with Coronado, including all of the brand new refurbishments. With our parks, so going over to our parks, we have 4 e-ticket attractions. Those are Splash Mountain, Slinky Dog, Toy Story, Rock and Roller Coaster. Our dark rides are People Mover and Haunted Mansion. Our wild card rides are the Tower of Terror, Test Track, Star Tours, and Living with the Land. If you want to catch a show over at 3 Sheets Park, that's the Carousel of Progress and Finding Nemo the Musical. You can meet and greet Mike and Sully over there at our park, along with Gaston and all of his biceps. If you want to catch a bar over there at our park, you can either go to La Cava del Tequila or Raglan Road. You can go to Tutto Gusto or the Polite Pig. Our signature dining restaurants are Tiffin's and Yachtsman. Our character restaurants are Tusker House and Boma, our buffet. Our table service, 50s Primetime in La Hacienda de San Angel. Our quick service, Sunshine Seasons and Sleepy Hollow. For our signature cocktail, look, yes, the Lapu Lapu is the drink of 3 Sheets Nation in 2017 to 2018. However, March is coming up. Right now, it was a heated close second for the Nautilus. So it's the Nautilus and Grand Marnier slushy. And let me tell you something. All 5 Three Sheets hosts love the Grand Marnier slushy. Our transportation, the minivans, we can get you there quick, and we can get you there with some Disney music on the radio. The monorail, and they don't smell like pee. But the monorail does. It smells like cattle, but it is classic Disney.
Double P on the monorail.
We do have the monorail for our mode of transportation. For our extras, you can check out the Void and all of its glory, but also you can go to Club 33.
Contest.
But lastly, if you want to catch it...
If you go to Club 33, you got to wait for 5 months?
4 years?
5 years?
5 years?
To even get a chance?
Well,
all
right, go ahead. Yeah, continue.
We'll have coupons. And then lastly, if you do want to catch a nighttime spectacular over at Three Sheets Walt Disney World, you can check out Happily Ever After, which was also directed by Lin-Manuel Miranda. Thank you very much. And Illuminations, which is the greatest nighttime spectacular ever. Look, we've had a lot of fun. Trenton, I think you're going to do something with your poll, right?
I'm going to put it out there for everyone to see. Everyone's going to take a look at it. They're going to let me know what they think. Do they think our resort collaborative was better or worse? Or if Brandt and Sidney's Whistling Disney.
Hey. We give out $5 gift cards for every vote. No, I'm totally kidding. No, we don't. We're not going to bribe people.
I think this is going to be a big, long
It's going to be a big poll.
Be the biggest.
Yeah,
might be the biggest poll ever.
This could be the biggest poll ever.
We'll find out who did better in Trenton's poll. Who really grasped the top of that
that
poll.
will probably be Brandt.
So, hey,
if we're talking about Trenton's poll, it'll probably be Brandt.
Oh, fuck off.
So, depends on the setting.
Hey, so how...
See, Scott, we're at a disadvantage.
As we finish up tonight's show, it was awesome having everyone on. Andrea, Sydney, Brandt. It was great having you guys on. It was a lot of fun. But I want to remind you guys all to go over to www.themagicalmeltdown.com. That's where you can check out our glassware, our shirts, our swag. If you're going to be at the November Sheet Up, make sure you get some of those t-shirts because Rivera Tequila is awesome. That's one of my new favorite shirts. Right now, I'm wearing a discontinued design, the Uncle Walt, but there's plenty of awesome t-shirts over there, so make sure you get those. Also, go over to iTunes, rate, review, subscribe. Really, we love having all of that done. The subscriptions really help us out. Last week, we had over 1,000 downloads just on our subscription. So make sure you go over and tell your friends. Tell your friends to rate, review, and subscribe. We've had a lot of good reviews. Please give us your 5-star review if you love the show. Let us know what we're doing. Trenton will certainly want to read those 5-star reviews out on the air. So if you give us a review, you might hear your comments on the air. Also, if you want to follow us on Instagram and Twitter, we're at 3 Sheets Podcast. If you're in the parks, tag us on Instagram. Don't forget to use the hashtag 3 Sheets Nation because that's where we're going to get noticed. We're going to get found, and we're going to like your photo because that's the best way to just have fun in the park. Take pictures. And look, who doesn't want a photo in front of the hashtag Dick Wall?
Hashtag Dickwall.
There you go.
Hashtag Trenton's poll.
Hashtag Trenton's poll. I'm in.
Say what?
Really, the best way to hang out and be part of 3 Sheets Nation. Brandt, what's that?
I mean, go to the Facebook page, right? Because there's over 1,000 members now, Scott. You guys have reached 1,000 members on the Facebook page.
I feel like I already know it's like Facebook.
Or Sydney, how do they find it?
They go to www.facebook.com/groups/3
There you go. That's the best way to find us. Go over to the Facebook group.
No mouse.
And look, if you're going to join the Facebook group, if you're going to join it, what do you have to do, Sydney?
Answer the
yes,
questions.
we want to welcome you. We want you a part of 3 Sheets Nation, but you got to answer the questions because we take pride in knowing that our fans, our friends, our family, our listeners want to be a part of that, and they want to know that they're going to be involved because 3 Sheets Nation will take over your Disney life. It will.
Absolutely. it's the best group out there. We are the least controlling. 3 sheets, you can be yourself, right? I mean, Sydney, you can drink in 3 sheets. You can laugh in 3 sheets. You can post your Disney pictures in 3 sheets. Anything you want that is Disney centric, everyone is approving of. I say go to 3 sheets and have your Disney life.
Yeah.
Right now.
So come hang out with us over at the Facebook group, facebook.com/group/3 sheets. If you have friends that love Disney as much as you do, invite them to become part of 3 Sheets Nation. So, Trenton, as this show ends, give me some closing remarks tonight.
I was glad to have 2 of my best friends in the world on the show
I'm happy
tonight.
to be here too, Trenton.
Yep, not talking about Scott. I have to deal with him all the time. But I love when Brandt and Sidney are we go on vacation together. We talk every day. We pretty much, we share everything together. So it's a real opportunity to have them on the show with us, and they're welcome back anytime.
Absolutely.
In my opinion.
Sydney, Brandt, it's been a lot of fun. We love having you guys on the show because Whistling Disney is kind of like our sister podcast. We love your show. We absolutely do. And when's the next one coming out?
As soon as Brandt decides to edit it. We've done a ton. We're lazy. We do it for fun. We don't keep it up very much. That's why we like you guys so much, because then y'all let us on y'all's podcast and it actually gets edited. And so we enjoy listening to ourselves when we can become a part of y'all's show, because we can't even hear ourselves on our own show.
And we do. We have a couple ready for ready for edit. So hopefully they'll be out soon. Look, here's the thing. 3 Sheets to the Mouse is where you got to go to listen to your every week podcast. There's no doubt about that. But we're just, like you said, Scott, we're the sister that shows up for the holidays once a year, gets really drunk, and then we're gone. We're gone, and you catch us when you can catch us, and then that's
but
about
you know what? That's the fun part about it is every now and then you refresh your podcast, and all of a sudden, hey, there's a Whistling Disney, and you're like excited to listen to it. No, I love it. Love the show. Love having you guys on. Andrea, look, it was a lot of fun having you on the show. Give me your closing remarks tonight.
I'm turning into a pumpkin. It's been real. I've had a really great time hanging with everybody, drinking with everybody, and even though there was a heated conversation about Club 33, I think I prevailed. I think I definitely backed my position up with hard facts and evidence-based reasoning.
Fair and balanced.
I'm fair and balanced, as always. But it's been real, guys. I've really enjoyed hanging out and having a drink and chatting with you all, but it is time for me to go to bed because I got to deal with Ethan first thing in the morning.
Awesome. Brandt and Sidney, it was a lot of fun having you guys on the show. This was a great time. Trenton, we had a lot of fun, and unfortunately, the guys got to come back from that cruise eventually, right?
Yeah, I guess they're going to come back and ruin our party.
I know.
I was okay with them staying.
The parents come back.
We're having a great time.
We got responsibilities. Dude, Trenton, we got to clean up the house, man.
Bad news.
It's a mess. It's a mess. There's pizza boxes everywhere. From all of us here at 3 Sheets to the Mouse, thank you for making our show part of your Disney life. Thank you for your time this time. And until next time, Sydney?
So long for just a while.